It's for July.
I'm ready to pop these firecrackers. Don't pop them on me.
Happy 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be able to celebrate this patriotic, precious
With all of
holiday
you.
With all of you. What would we do without them? What would we do without George Washington and the subscribers? So welcome back to Cheers.
To that.
It's Isabella Calatayud speaking, and
Cata Buitrago.
And yeah,
And we're back for the 4th episode. Okay, guys.
we're listening, cats.
So for today, we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic.
What is it, Cata? What could you possibly be talking about?
The male species. And all of them.
Not the male species, Cata. Are you
Very
serious?
scary, very scary. It's a very scary topic.
Not the male species. What do you want to tell us, catters?
The male species,
Is this
guys, boys, whatever you want to call them, they're very, I don't know if you would say important, but like important in everyone's lives, you know, to a certain extent. So today we're going to be talking all about them. If I want to,
we're going to be talking about everything that they do wrong. Because honestly,
it's like a red flag.
99% of what they do is just absolutely incorrect. And then like there's like a 0.00001 where like they kind of like
are okay.
have the direction of like where to go, and then they just go back to the 99%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be talking about guys, the different types of guys.
Okay.
Which there's only 3.
There's 3 types of guys who categorize them.
We've curated I
guess you could say.
there's 3 types of guys in the world, and like everyone falls into a category.
Perfect.
Don't
So
you worry
I'm gonna
about that.
say the category, and she's gonna go on and say who falls into that category. Okay.
Kata, give us me pulling it up after I was like, I know them girls. Don't worry. Give us the first type of man.
So the first type of guy is the must be humbled guy, which is 50% of the male population.
It's very generous to say that it's 50%, but we will say it's 50%.
I think it's 50% in relation to all the guys.
We'll put like a circle graph here somewhere. So the must be humbled guy consists of a lot of character traits. Usually he's like the person that like you're most excited to date or like talk to. Like he looks super cool, super interesting. He has the nice car. He has the nice income. He has the nice job. But he has something that we like to call LDE. Do you know what LDE stands for?
No, girl.
Can you guess? Do you know what BDE stands for?
Oh, okay. That's like very vulgar.
Little bleep.
I was like, do you want me to say the word?
We're a PG-13 podcast. Okay. But yeah, so usually this guy is like super exciting to date. Like he has a nice car, he has a nice job, he has a nice family. Like he looks perfect. But then you zoom into his car, and all of a sudden you see a little white thing, and then you're like looking, and all of a sudden you see an at name.
And it's his at name. And then under it has to, for sure, be followed by the Incaholic sticker.
It says
100%.
BMW Chris. And all of a sudden, once you see that name, you have to run the fuck away. You have to speed off. Like if you're in that BMW.
That's part of the must be humbled. Like who has their at name on their car?
Honestly,
Please.
like if you have your name on your car, I hope that you go to El Car Wash on Calle 8
El Car
and you
Wash.
scrub, and you pay extra for the tip, because that's embarrassing. A mí no me importa if you're like no. Sí, tax.
Cut it.
Tacky, wacky, no.
Tacky wacky.
Okay, but yeah, usually this guy, like the must be humbled guy, is like super, like, okay, you think that he thinks that he's a shit. Like you see that he like thinks he's a shit. He's
also a gym bro for sure.
He's a gym bro.
He's a gym bro.
You know what he also is? He's the type of guy that goes to Centro He goes to Centro and he gets like a fat ass table and he is chilling there
He's
all
just
night.
standing there.
And then tweets the next day. What is he doing?
That was a movie. Last night was a movie.
That is the must be humble guy. So then he acts like he's a shit, but really he's just like
Doing this.
and like he's insecure as fuck.
Yeah.
So he has to like make up for it.
He has to
in,
like
different
mask it.
ways.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, the point of the story is that that guy will literally give you life trauma for the rest of your life. So don't talk to him. Thank you.
So that's the first category. The second category is 47% of the male population are toe suckers.
Toe suckers? What do you mean, Cata? What do you mean by toe suckers?
Toe suckers is another word for like simp. Like nice guy, I guess you could say. So who falls into that category, Isa?
I'll tell you right now, Cata. The men that fall into that category are... Okay, the guys... Okay, so you just finished off, like you just broke up with the must be humbled guy. And you're like, wow.
I need
I'm
like a change
tired.
of scenery. Like I need something like calm, chill, like whatever, this and that. Let me go for the nice guy.
I'm tired of getting fucked over. Like, I just want a guy that's like all about me. Like, where do I find him? All of a sudden,
There he is.
comes crawling up to your life, and you think it's perfect, but it's a nightmare that will never end. Give me, what are some characteristics of the toe
So
sucker?
basically, like clingy. Like will never leave you alone, will never say no to you, which sounds good on paper, but is super boring. It's like you need some excitement. Like give me some, like let's that's really toxic. I was gonna say like let's fight about something. Like I don't want to say
It's
let's
not
fight about something,
toxic,
but it's like
just the truth. You can't be chilly willy. Like
I
you
don't
need to add
want
some spice.
yeah, I don't want someone that is always gonna say hi to me.
You want someone to spit
Hi
on,
to me.
spit on you? Did you mean to say yes?
Yes.
To me?
No,
Oh.
have I been saying no this whole time? Oh no, he will never say no to you. I have been saying it right.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why that's not toxic at all. No one wants a guy that is super like, yes, like what do you okay, yeah, I do want that. Wait. I do want that. But like I also want a guy that's gonna be like, no, I don't like that. Like, no, you can't. Like
To
you
stand
have
his
to
ground.
have like this like middle ground, you know what I mean? So it's not toxic because you don't want a guy that you feel like is with you because like he's like
he doesn't want to say no to you.
like yeah, you want a guy that's like crazy about
Yeah.
you, but like you don't want a guy that's like you feel like you literally intimidate him and like he pushes his own like the toe sucker pushes his own feelings aside
Yeah. To please you.
accommodate you.
He's
And
a
you're,
people
like,
pleaser. Yeah.
he's a people pleaser, which is respectable, like appreciate it, but like be a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know what to tell you. Clingy, never leave you alone.
Never says no. There was another one I feel like you wrote down and I just don't remember. Actually, I think you said it already.
Let's see.
That it's like a nightmare that
They
that
never get the
ends.
hint.
They never get the hint. And so what we mean by that is that like you try to, because okay, since he's a nice guy, you can't just like have a normal argument without you feeling like you're hurting his feelings. So and you feel bad. So and you have to like kind of like beat around the bush and you have to be like maybe this isn't like good for us, or like maybe it's not our time, or like maybe we should take a break, like maybe we're just like not good for each other, this and that. And then but then they will come back and say no, like we can work this out, like we can, like I'll do whatever it takes. But then that goes back to being a people pleaser, not standing his ground and this and that.
Yeah, they're honestly like more respectable than like the must be humbled guy because like they come from a better place.
Yeah.
what I
You know
mean?
they don't mean to be like super annoying.
They're honestly like two extremes. Like the must be humbled guy only cares about like like it's like 70% himself and like 30% you, but like the toe sucker is like 80% you and like 20% about themselves, and you're like, I want you to care more about yourself
Yeah.
because like it's unattractive. Like I want you to care more about yourself.
I guess it's
So
also
they're
where like we're looking out for them, you know?
Yeah.
Like we want them to care more about themselves. Like
I'm
where's
treating
your
you like-
self-esteem, babe?
I'm treating you like shit. Like, be mad. Like, how much more can I treat you like shit? Like, I want you to like fucking scream at me already. Like, how much more? Like, what else can
What's
I
it
do?
gonna take? What's it gonna take?
Like, oh, I could literally like punch you 20 times and you're gonna be like, it's okay, babe.
I was in the way. I was in the way.
I know where you were coming from with that, babe. I deserved it. No, you didn't. Like, stand up, punch me back. Punch me back.
Cut the camera.
No. Wait, cut the cameras. No, domestic abuse. Whatever. So the point of the story is that they're like complete polar opposites, and like no one wins. Like at the end of the day, the guy is gonna leave you traumatized, and
The same
toe
thing.
sucker is gonna leave you.
Traumatized.
Yeah, none of them work.
Okay, we also wanted to have a little thank you moment for Martorell Media because they're always here for us. This is our safe place.
Home is where the heart is.
We love this place. Thank you to Martorell Media for having us here, for opening their arms to us, and for everyone that's so welcoming and beautiful.
We love everyone here. We cry
Follow them
every day.
on Instagram.
Actually, now that we're talking about Instagram, maybe you should follow us. Cheers to the podcast, you know?
Now that we're on the topic. Okay, so those were the toe suckers. So then now we're in the last category, which is 3% of the male population, because we went through 50, we went through 47, now we're at 3. And the 3% is the perfect guy, the guy you're gonna marry. So what that means...
The guy that you don't get a divorce from.
So what that means is that he's the perfect in-between the toe sucker and the must-be humbled guy. And it's like right in the middle. It's like perfect. That's the 3%, and it's very hard to find. So if you have him...
Never let go. If there was a chance that you just found this man, he's maybe your first boyfriend, maybe your third. If you feel that you have found the guy that you won't divorce, never let
Hold
go.
on tight.
That is like, it's so, like, I don't even know. Like, it's like a gold.
Golden ticket.
What is it called? A gold mine? You hit
the
gold.
jackpot?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, never let go of that man. He has the perfect mix of what everyone's looking for.
So it's like basically what you're saying. Like, okay, like they'll be obsessed with you, but not to a point where
it's
you'll want to
disgusting.
kill yourself. Was that...
So he's obsessed with you, but not to the point where you want to kill yourself. But he also stands his ground. He's also exciting to date, but he's not like super clingy. He's like normally clingy. At the end of the day, it all has to do with compatibility. But no, you need like this 3%. And what we have to talk about is that usually when you find a guy that's in the 3% that like you could not divorce him, you usually won't appreciate him until you've gone through the circle of life.
So that's a theory.
Tell us what the circle of life theory is.
So this is a theory that Isa concocted.
I did concoct it.
And basically, your whole life until you get to that 3% where you find your perfect guy, you're going to be alternating in between the must be humbled and the toe suckers. You're going to be going in between the must be humbled. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't with this anymore. Like whatever, you're going to go to the toe sucker and you're going to be like, oh my God, like I can't with this obsession. Like I need the must be humbled because he's not as obsessed with you.
It's kind of like
So
a
it's just like a
bad
little-
boy, nice
yeah.
boy situation, except for like the nice guy isn't even like nice. He's just like
It's a
kind
little
of
bit
creep.
different. It's a little bit different, the bad guy, nice guy, but like kind of in the same realm.
Yeah.
So basically you're like alternating between the two, and then until finally, don't know when this point of your life is gonna hit, but you're gonna find the 3%, and then you're gonna be like, wow, like this is it.
So yeah,
The life-changing moment, you know?
where you're like,
So that's the circle of life theory. that
usually
Isa
like
came up with.
honestly we call it like the guy you marry, but usually it's just like the normal guy. The guy
Yes.
that's
The guy, yeah. So we're really putting him up here, where it's really like right here.
like
The-
he's literally like normal
thing is-
as fuck.
the
But
thing
usually
is-
men don't know how to do that.
That's why me and Isa's bar is on the floor. Because the guys that we know and the guys that we talk to and the guys that we meet, it's on the floor.
It's on the floor.
So the perfect guy that we're talking about, the 3%, is at a normal level. But not everyone's at that normal level.
But
so
you know what I feel? Like, I feel like when you're young, like us, even though now we're aging, whatever, we're not gonna, that's an episode for another day. Like, I feel like you really go for the extremes. So, like, you see, like, this hot guy, like, with the car, with the whatever, and you're like, I need that guy. And then that guy fucks you over. And then you're like, oh my God, I need a guy that's, like, super obsessed with me, like, does everything for me, like, whatever.
So you don't know how to balance.
The normal guy, usually for you, like, you're not even attracted to him, or like you don't even like pay him mind because he just walks.
He's just there.
The world, and
Yeah.
like, because you're like, I feel like it's like you're looking for extremes and like you're
Exactly
balancing.
But then that
Balance.
also goes into like, I guess, like your type. And you know, I just thought of something else. Because okay, you're looking for the two extremes. It's true what she said. Like, basically our age, like, we're looking for our type, even though, like, subconsciously you look for your type, and then also like you look for the two extremes. Like, you're not looking for the, like, some random guy that walks by that you think is gonna be like your perfect guy. Like, you don't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So basically, you've been going for this. You have this one type in your head that you always subconsciously go for, or consciously, like, whatever. Like, you have this type in your head, but I feel like the person that you're gonna end up with at the end is probably not gonna be your type.
I think I'll kill myself.
So then that's why that you probably like don't pay attention to him at first. That's why there's so many, I feel like so many things that's like, yeah, we met when we were younger, but like we didn't date at all, and then they end up marrying like later on. Like, that's what happened with my aunt. So, and like, I feel like maybe that she wasn't looking at him because he wasn't her type.
Yeah.
And then she ended up with him, and that's like the love of her life. So I feel like that definitely has something to do with it.
I feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like when you have a type, you have a type, you have a type.
Okay, but if the type isn't for you, what are you gonna do?
But I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel
Because
like
it's true
that's
that-
what you're attracted to, and that's like where the path leads you to like your specific.
Okay, but
type,
you're not
you know what I
only
mean?
attracted to your type.
I'm
You find
only
other
attracted
guys.
to my type. Tall, dark, handsome. Thank you very much.
You literally said white, dark beard.
Tall,
dark, handsome. White, dark beard.
Dark means like dark features, like tall, dark features. Maybe very pale skin that like it kind of looks like he's about to be a carcass. Maybe you know who's my type. Wait, I think I know when I developed my type. Joe Jonas. Yeah.
You look like a Joe Jonas girl.
I alternate
She looks like a
between Nick
Joe
and
Jonas girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah, that's basically the circle of life that Isa had thought about. And then, so now that we were talking about our types a little, do you want to tell everyone what your type is?
Once again,
in
tall.
detail.
I said pale, like if you're almost about to die.
You're right.
Yeah, I did. I gave the best detail.
You even gave like a little metaphor.
Is that a carcass?
You gave a
Carcass
simile.
with a very nice black beard. But you know what I was thinking? Wait, what's your type? Tell me.
No, wait, finish.
No, first tell me.
Okay.
Then I'll go.
Okay, so my type, I would always say I didn't have a type. And then I looked at my rap sheet and I was like, you know what, maybe I do have a type. And it's basically dark hair, dark features, like dark eyes, dark hair, whatever. If they have a beard, then dark beard, like whatever.
Miami girls.
And then piercings and tattoos.
Ooh,
And-
you feisty.
But I will say that I love the dark hair and the light eyes. And that's very Arabic also.
Yeah, very Danny Phantom. But you didn't like the guy from Too Hot to Handle.
No, I didn't like him. He looked very scary.
Chase.
That's his name. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan, but whatever.
No, but you know what I feel? I lost my train of thought, but let's see if we gather it back.
To go and then I was like, no,
Oh, I got it, guys. Okay, you know what's the only circumstance that like the guy that you find isn't gonna be your type? If you go on Love Is Blind,
like the show.
the show. Like that's like pure personality.
And that's actually a good like what is that? Like a good source to say that you might not like a type isn't everything.
Yeah, it's like purely based on a personality. Purely.
I don't think I've watched it. Okay, so like I said, when we were talking about the 3 categories of guys, we mentioned like bad guys versus nice guys, and I said that they were in the realm, but it's not like exactly like that. So that doesn't mean that there's like 5 categories. It just means that they kind of like go in there,
Yeah.
like very subtly.
Yeah.
So then bad guys versus nice guys. I guess bad guys you could chalk up to them being like the must be humbled and then the nice guys to the toe suckers. But what I was gonna say is that there's no such thing as nice guys. If a guy ever says that they're a nice guy,
they're lying.
They're lying. Because no guy that actually thinks that they're nice and like actually like normal
would say it.
So if they ever do say that they're a nice guy, they're just a toe sucker.
They're just a gaslighter.
Exactly. But then when you meet a nice guy and he doesn't say all of that, like he doesn't do a lot of this, he's the probably part of the 3%.
When he doesn't do a lot of this, he's a keeper.
Exactly.
When he does a lot of this,
cut it.
Forget about it. Okay, so back to business. Basically, like, nice guys will like tell you things that you think they're being like super sweet, but really they just fucking hate you and can't wait to fuck you over. So next segment of this podcast is that we're gonna talk about what guys say versus what they actually mean in life. So Cata, tell us, what's something that every guy says that it's like
that like it's not actually true
what they mean at all whatsoever in life?
Okay, so when guys say my ex was crazy,
that means that they were absolutely insane. This goes 2 ways, but the first one is that they were crazy to their ex. They fucked them over a million times,
and so they made their ex
crazy, and then all of a sudden they go to you, oh my god, no, like, let's not talk about my ex because she was so crazy. Like, you're a fucking psychopath.
Like,
if they tell you that, run away.
That way.
If they tell you that, run away. Well, it's like what else could that mean?
I mean, I saw something and it was like, it could just mean like, because okay, it doesn't always mean like out of the 100%,
50-50, we'll see.
No, I was gonna say more like 95% of them are like lying, but like the 5% are like their ex was actually just crazy from the jump, and so they just want to make sure that you're not crazy. And so they're saying like my ex was crazy, so that you could like kind of be like, okay, wait, like
I have to be normal.
Like, yeah, like if like obviously he's not looking for like, no one's looking for like a crazy partner, but like,
yeah,
you know, so like if they say that, it's either it's true and they're just like they want to make sure that you're not crazy, or they were lying and they're just talking.
They made their ex
shit.
crazy. Yeah. Okay, number 2.
Another one. So a lot of these are kind of like they're trying to find a way to break up with you, but they don't want to say like let's break up, so they'll be like, I don't want to ruin like our friendship. Or like,
what a sweet way to say, get the fuck out of my life and never fucking talk to me ever fucking again. Thank you.
But then the girl will be like, no, like it won't ruin our friendship. Like, we're fine. And then the guy's like, okay, what do I do now?
And then it's like, now I have to run the fuck away.
So then the guy is gonna go to another way of saying it, and he's gonna be like, but I don't know what I want, like I don't want to hold you back from anything.
And then your crazy ass is gonna be like, but I can be the perfect one, you don't have to know, I'll wait for you. Oh, I probably don't. You don't have to know what you want. I'll wait for you forever until you realize that I'm the one. No, bitch, he doesn't want to be with you.
Just go on to the next, guys. Like, do not wait for someone that does not want you. Like, if they literally say they don't want you,
like, take it.
Take the hint and
take
move
it
on
as
to the
it is.
next.
Take it as it is. Don't make double meaning, because there's no double meaning.
And then when they're all like, oh no, I was saying that they were already in the relationship, but that's maybe like probably trying to get into a relationship, and then they say that. So in the relationship, when they're like, we should take a break, or like it's not the right time for us, like that's like them trying to break up.
We should take a break means get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. They're like, I need time away from the crazy, or like, I need time. Like, I just need time to myself, which is like, why do you need time alone for me? Like, we could, like, okay, because personally, in my eyes, like, I guess a break could work, but like, in my eyes, it's just like, why can't we just like talk about it? It's like, why can't we just like, if they're actually into you, if they're just saying that to try to break up with you, then obviously it's not going to work.
Yeah.
But I really, like, I don't know, like, I don't really see a break being necessary.
Beneficial. I feel like if you're gonna do a break, it has to be like not like, oh, like we're on a break, everyone. It has to be like, oh, we're on a break, you and I, because we need to like figure out our thoughts and like figure out our lives and then see what we're gonna do. But not like, oh yeah, like we're not broken up, everyone in the world, we're on a break, like we can do whatever. No, that does not work. But like I feel like it could be like, you know what I mean? Like you and I, we're not gonna tell anyone, and we're gonna be on a little break because we're figuring life out, and then it's either we break up or we get back together, but we don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
But usually it's like, get the fuck away.
Yeah, I don't know. A break is like really controversial in my opinion. I just feel like, I don't know, like maybe like, yeah, of course it works sometimes, but like in my head it's just like kind of like,
it's a constant thing that it's like every week you're like, we need a break.
Then just definitely just like break up.
Download Hinge, like get over yourself.
And then one that's like, I guess like, we'll talk later. If you're ever having a problem and they're like, we'll talk later, they honestly don't give a flying about what you're saying, and they just like are like, I want you to shut up, and like I don't want to talk about it anymore. So if a guy ever tells you that, just like know that you're never gonna talk about it later.
They ever saying, we'll talk later about it, that means, well, they literally don't give a fuck, and like they don't care about your feelings, and they're dismissive. Or it means that they literally like you've bothered them so much that like they can't hear it right now. Like they can't, like right now
they're like here,
time, you know what I mean?
They're like up to here,
like up to there, and then they're like, we need to wait because it's like too much for me right now. It's a constant. We'll talk about it when I'm in a calm state of mind. But yeah,
basically. And then the last one that I have here is this one's, and I fell asleep early, sorry text. If you ever get that text, guys,
murder.
Obviously not when you're in a relationship, because that could obviously just, you know, you're in a relationship, like it could just like they could have knocked out. But if you're like talking with a guy and you don't know like what stage you're in, like you don't know if you're actually talking, you don't know if you're like kind of like playing around.
Wait, imagine this.
I'm so scared.
A guy asks you out for drinks, and then they're texting you like, yeah, like 8 p.m. See you there. Like, I'll pick you up. And then 8 p.m. comes and you're like, hello. And then they text you the next day at 8 p.m. again. And they're like, sorry, fell asleep.
At 8 p.m. again?
Yeah, like not in the morning, like at night.
I wouldn't even answer that text.
Yeah,
are you
absolutely
kidding?
Not.
Are you kidding? I would die.
I would murder.
I would like play it off though and be like, oh no, I wasn't even like
no,
ready.
I wouldn't answer.
I'd be like, I wasn't even ready.
I wouldn't answer.
I would not answer that text. That's like that's fucked up though.
That's so disrespectful.
Because if they texted in the morning and they were like, I fell asleep early, I would have been like, okay, that's kind of weird, but like whatever, I guess, like maybe. But if they text me at 8 p.m. the next day,
yeah, or like 2 days later,
that's like not even
shit. Honestly,
bro,
that's
what?
some shit that I've done that like I'm literally the type of person, like you see the tweets that's like a year later they answer like, oh shit, my phone died.
Yeah.
It'll be like 2016 and then 2018 I'll be like, oh shit, my phone died.
And they're
just realized. And they're like, whatever.
I was gonna ask you though, have you ever said any of these?
For sure. A million times.
You have?
Yeah. I've definitely hit them with the don't know what I want. We should take a break. Not the right time. Oh! All the time. No, I've never done the we'll talk later. Honestly, for me, like the most disrespectful is like,
that
if
one.
you're in an argument and you're like,
and they like dismiss you. That's super.
Because if I'm dismissive, like I'll just be like, honestly, like, we'll talk in the like I won't be like we'll talk later.
No, like
I'll
you'll give
be
them
like,
a valid excuse. You'll be like, I'm really mad right
or,
now. Like
if
I
I'm
can't
out,
think
I'll
straight.
Be like, listen, I'm out right now. Like when I get back, we'll talk about it. Or
Exactly.
like call me like when you can. Like, but I'll like that to me is like fuck you to like your feet. Like
Yeah, basically.
Don't be like that. I fell asleep early.
So I haven't done many of these. I think I've said like one or two. But like I actually like meant it. Like it wasn't like in this way where it's like they say this and they don't actually like
you
actually just kidding.
Fell asleep early.
No, I've never said that one.
You for sure have.
I for sure have actually, yeah. Okay. So someone asked, what would you do if you've been going out with a guy for like a while? Like not a while, but like maybe like you've been on like 1, 2, 3 dates even.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been hanging out and whatever, it's been chilling, like you're kind of like starting to like him, whatever, and then you get to like a moment where he literally like does not let you get a word in because all he's talking about is himself.
Is he asking
like,
you questions about yourself?
No, like he's talking about himself. Like you asked him one question, like you thought you were gonna do the back and forth, but then you asked him one question, he just kept going.
Okay, so you thought you were gonna
like he
do
gave
the
you his
21
life story,
questions
yeah,
by 50 Cent, and all of a sudden it was one question.
It was a life story.
Okay, decapitate. Did you get that? Decapitate. You got it, cats? I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm not here to get to know you, babe. You're here to get to know me. It is your privilege.
This is your interview with me.
This is your interview for an amazing employer. Figure your life out, because if not, it's gonna be hell. I can't. Like, what do you think of life? Like, you're like it just,
No, if a guy wouldn't like I okay,
no.
The first few minutes I'd probably be like, oh shit, like oh my god, like no way, like this and that. After like 15 minutes of him talking about himself, I think I would like fall asleep. Like I literally would be like, okay, are you gonna like let me like ask me something? Like am I just gonna be sitting here like listening to you? Like what is this, like a monologue?
Yeah, it's like they've literally like prepared this speech that they want to give about their whole life, and it's like no one cares. I just care about myself. Like, it's like hello, like I want you to ask. Like they're just interested about themselves.
Yeah, because it's a must be humbled guy.
That's why it honestly makes me regurgitate. What do you think? Like, what if a guy was just talking about himself? You'd be like,
No, yeah. At one point, I just started being like, oh my god, like wow, like no way, like this and that. Like I literally would not like.
No, you blink out and you're like, oh,
no, yeah.
crazy. Cool story, bro. That's fucking crazy. What? Like, I don't give a fuck about your shit.
No, yeah, like I don't know what I would do. And then I would like honestly after that, like I would probably be like,
ghost.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely
Ghost.
not. Like, I know ghosting is like very controversial because it's like very immature, I guess. But like, I would probably ghost.
Wait, I would go. I wouldn't ghost, but I would just be like, thank you for inviting me out. Can't go. Can't make it.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Wait, listen to this.
Like the excuses.
This reminds me of a story of one of our friends. Do you know what I'm talking about? Whatever. So, a guy meets you at a bar, invites you on a date, has a great time, like you get with him, whatever. And then you just didn't like him, and then he texts you to go on another date with you, and you just never answer ever again. Would you never answer?
You met him at a bar?
You met him at a bar, and then he took you on a date.
Okay, so you've hung out with him, but then he invited you out again?
But you didn't like the date. What do? Do you ghost?
Or do you like tell him?
Or do you tell him straight up?
I would ghost because I don't know him like that. We went on one date. And he's like a random.
He texted you and was like, Cata, I had a great time with you. I'm down to go on another date with you. Like, would you like to come with me and my
Okay,
friends
when
here?
you say it like that.
Not answer and block him on everything.
I've never blocked anyone. But when you say it like that, I would probably be like, hey, like I can't today. And then if he says like, oh, what about tomorrow? I think I'd probably leave him on. Yeah, I'd probably leave him on R.
You give them one answer, and if they don't get the hint and they text back.
Yeah, because if you really wanted to, you would be like, oh, I can't today, but maybe like tomorrow or maybe on Friday or maybe on Saturday, like whatever. But if you don't give the but maybe, She doesn't want to go out with you again. So just, if she leaves you on R, like, just like, no.
Leaves you on R, leave her alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's now get into the goss.
Of the world.
Are you ready for the goss?
Yeah. What's the first goss of the world?
Okay, let's
For
talk
you.
about Hailey Biebs at the PM of France. Did anyone understand what I just said? Maybe.
Hailey Bieber's outfit that she wore
to meet the Prime Minister of France. Hello, you look like you're going to El Patio, babe.
It was a very cute outfit. I saw the outfit and I really liked it, but when you put it in context and you're going to meet the Prime Minister, that's not something you wear.
It's cute to go to Top 42.
But it's super cute. It was a very cute dress.
It's cute to go to Little Hen. It's cute to go to like, I don't know, like, but it's not cute to go to like the French White House, whatever the fuck they call it.
French White House. No, yeah, absolutely. But it was a very cute fit. Just like not for the right, not the right occasion.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if someone told me right now I had to go to the White House to go meet Joe and Jill, I would, Jack and Jill, I would go in like a fucking nun costume. You know what I mean? Like, you go super appropriate. Yeah. I was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Y la otra es la Kimi.
La Kimi.
La Kimi. Ni se diga. Oh, wait a fucking second. Because Hailey Bieber, not only did she wear a cutout dress to meet the Prime Minister of France and the First Lady, whatever. Justin Bieber looked like he was on Miami Vice aquí in Ocean Drive. He had
the red shirt. Was it the red shirt?
Papi chulo. A button-down shirt hasta aquí, whatever. And then, like, Jordans. Like, you're going to the White House of France, bro. Like, get it together. And then La Kimi... Vagina
También
out at the Vatican.
The cutout, yeah.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es?
No, yeah, I don't know if they're... I mean, maybe times have changed, I guess. Like, I don't know, because I don't... For me, I don't know about Hailey Bieber, but I feel like La Kimi, I feel like she knows when to do what. Like, she's fully studying to be, like, a lawyer.
No, but let me
like,
tell
I feel
you
like
something.
she's, like, professional. So, like, the fact that she went like that, like, I feel like, I don't know.
No, I think...
Doesn't fit the script.
I don't think Hailey Bieber went to the French White House or whatever it's called for fun, like, dressed like that, like, to catch attention. But I think Kim
did
went
it to
like
catch
that
attention.
For PR. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think she, like, press.
Like, you think Hailey Bieber actually went because she was like, this is cute to wear.
Yeah.
I'm going to go like this.
Yeah,
Kim was like, let me stir the pot.
Controversial.
Let me stir the pot.
I think Kim is a fucking mastermind in all that shit. Like, getting media attention, she's the fucking queen of it. And, like,
that's true.
So I think, honestly, it was smart. Like,
I mean, we are talking about it.
We're talking about it, so you did a great job, Kimmy.
Like, okay. Kimmy.
What other gosses are going around?
So I love Harry Jowsey, and he had been talking. Me too. And he had been talking about the Too Hot to Handle season 2 coming out. And I haven't watched it, but Isa brought it up today, and she was like, "It's so good, like this and that." But I literally haven't watched it, and this is gonna sound so mean, but because the guy that got the bug on his face, like, he's been showing up on my For You page, and he's just like kind of scary looking, and like it just like didn't look like an interesting season to watch. But Isa said it was like really good, so I'm gonna watch it now. But I thought Harry Jowsey was on it, and he's not, so I'm kind of like really like upset about it.
Cata really said she wasn't gonna watch Too Hot to Handle because some guy got a crutch on his part.
That's like a turn off. I literally it's like an accidental turn off. Like, he didn't obviously mean to get a bug on his face.
Disgusting.
But
if
like,
I was Chasey Wasey, love you, but like, I would have told the producers to cut it off. You know what I mean?
And not just that, but I have a thing with bugs. So like, if the guy, like, if he was in front,
it wasn't a bug like this.
No, I know. But even worse. If I was the girl and you were the guy and you got that fucking cockroach on your head, I don't think I would be able to look at you the same. I would not look at you the same.
I would have decapitated.
That's why, and I also get kind of like secondhand embarrassment. So like I like watching that, like just like the little clip like killed me.
I can't even watch it. They did like a going back
Like a replay?
while I was watching the show. Just skip it because I was like, that's too much
He
embarrassment.
like stood up, started running away, and obviously that's a normal reaction, but like I would die.
Okay, the season is super good. Love it. Go watch Too Hot to Handle. I love Cam and Emily. Everyone go watch it. Okay.
Is Cam and Emily like one of the ones that are here from
They're
Florida?
basically
Oh.
they're like both British or Australian. They're basically like Francesca and Harry,
Oh, okay.
but like of this season.
Okay.
Yeah, they're amazing. Love them.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much for tuning into episode 4 of Cheers to That. We really hope you enjoyed this week's topic.
Not only do we hope that you enjoyed, but we hope that you've learned something. You know,
Absolutely.
educational podcast.
It's an educational podcast.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram. Cheers to That podcast.
And then also our personals, which are Cata Trago
And Isabela Calatayud, that we'll have right here.
and Martorell
Subscribe.
Media.
Martorell Media, like, subscribe, do it all, comment. I love you. Never stop loving us. We love you. Bye.
We love you.
Cheers to that.